Guys, it is Aaron. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're getting back to the go-kart. I am in overalls. As you can see, I have a list here as well. What's on the agenda for today is changing the bearings on this thing here because it's got some damage to it. Going over the axle just to make sure everything slides in and out perfectly. Because when I first got this axle, it was not done nicely at all. It was horrible the way it was done. Nothing would slide over it smoothly, and nothing was in the right dimensions. So that's something I've got to fix for it because I can't afford buying another one. I've also got to finish the battery holder. Well, one of the battery holders, I'm going to have two of them. And basically what it is, this is half of what it looks like just now. So one of the batteries is going to be going in there. That'll be folding over the battery so I can slide the battery in and out. And then there'll be a bit on the bottom where I can, where the battery will be held. So can't speak today. Got a whole lot of other stuff to do as well. But the last thing is clean this damn garage because it is dirty as all hell at the minute. Let's do that paint, so I'm just gonna get straight into it and start changing the bearings. To get these bearings out of the bearing holders, it's actually very easy. There's just one Allen nut right here that you need to undo / loosen. Come on. Why the hell the bearing has damage on it? So loosening it up. If you'll fit, there you go. I did do these quite tight. Ah, my finger. There we go. Get your fit. There you go. So now that's loose. What you can do is then put that like that, and you can see that there's little slots here and here to just it literally just falls out, slides in. Well, for the new one, it just slides back in. Turn it back down. And there you go, you've got your bearing in place. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this bearing loose in there just so when I put the axle in, the axle can straighten this out and have it where it's supposed to be so the axle isn't scraping along the edge and it's not, where are you on? There we go. So it's not going to be like putting any like strain on the bearing because then that will damage the bearing a lot. So I've just got to be careful of that. So I'm just going to go off, loosen off both the bearings. Then move on to the next thing on the list. What I'm going to go off and do just now is go over the axle. Just to make sure that there's no bits that are up. I have my digital caliper with me, but I also have the bearings as well with me. So the bearings will be more accurate if I just use the bearings. So that's what I'm going to do first, and then I'm going to make sure everything's within 1 millimeter of diameter. So I'll put this bearing here first. You can see already that bit at the front needs doing. So just so you guys can see what I'm doing, I'm literally just sliding the bearing back and forth on the axle, finding any bits that it won't slide on. So here is where it needs filed down. Scared when filing your axle down as well. What a lot of people do is they start worrying about how much they're going to be filing off. As long as you keep checking, keep filing, keep checking with the bearing, then it should be fine. So just don't worry about it, because if you worry about it, then you make mistakes. Just showing you guys what I'm doing. I'm literally just filing over it all. And just making sure it's all flush. Don't just go for the one bit at the front as well. It's got to do with the back bit as well, because then the whole bearing will slide on to where it's struggling to go. Well, at least you know that that's sliding off now. But when you often slide the axle back, the bearing back and forth, it will also show you with scratches where it's finding it hard to move. So see here, it's scratching it there. Just go ahead and file that down. See, it's scratching there. But yeah, you want to make sure you don't just do the front of where it's stopping. You want to make sure you go behind it as well, because that bit will probably be warped as well, and the bearing will slide onto it. And then that's how it gets stuck. So don't just do the front bit as well. All filed. And I can see here as well, there's some bits struggling. The back here is much better. So yeah, all seems to be pretty good actually. There's still a bit at the end where it's still catching. But, oh no, it's pretty good. Just going to file off some. Slides on, slides up and down, easily. There we go. Then what I'm going to do is keep doing that all the way down the whole part of this axle. And yes, it does get a bit tedious, it does get a bit repetitive, but it has to be done to ensure that this will all be super, super accurate. Because it really does need to be really, really accurate. But you see up here, this is all perfectly fine until it gets to here. I'm going to go file off that bit there, move this down a bit more. I'm just going to do the same. What I basically have to do just now is make this axle look like glass, basically. So it's to be super, super reflective, just so there's nothing grinding against the bearings while they're being slidden on, because I can feel a whole load of rust spots. So I'm using two 40 grit sandpaper, well not sandpaper, metal paper for metal. So I'm just going to go over this whole part that I've done here and start working on this bit, this end here, and then that should be that finished, and hopefully everything will slide on without an issue. Hopefully. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. Just go off and check the tolerances as well. Clean out that bit there. 0. There we go. $29.6. 29. Okay, so that's all 29 millimeters. Let's see from the top. 29, 29, 29, 29, 29, 29, and 29. On the side within the tolerances, that's what we'll do again, is just go over this again with the bearing. Okay, here and there. The start as well needs a bit of work done to it. Yeah, definitely needs work done to it. So I'm just going to go off, do that, and then I'll come back to you guys with the next step. Okay, now that's finished. All the bearings are sliding up and down it easily and really, really smooth. It's all within 1 millimeter, which is perfect for me. Absolutely perfect. So now we are on to finishing the battery holder. And I say battery holder because I'm going to be making more than one, because I have more than one battery. Well, I'm going to have a few batteries in this, but the main 2 battery holders are actually going to be held. But then the other 1 or 2 batteries, that's going to be onto the lights, the horn, or something like that, or just something there for it, because I want everything to be super, super good with the weight distribution. That's what it is. Fuck's sakes, I can't speak. Yeah, I want it all to be perfect. I want it all to be the weight to be equal on both sides, so it's good for drifting and good for handling. And I just want the weight to be equal on both sides, just because it'll make it so much easier for me if I need to repair something or fix something. So I'm just going to go off, get onto that panel just now, and yeah, just get on with it then. So here is part of the panel here. This is where the battery's going to go, so the battery's just going to be held here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go fold this up, then fold it over. So it will be held in place, and I can probably go off and weld that in there, so this will be able to slide in and out. Camera, focus. So yeah, basically that'll just be able to slide in and out, but for charging, and then it'll just be able to be held at the bottom with a piece of metal. So yeah, I'll just get to that. There's a point where I can cheat for measuring out. I will do it. So basically what I'm doing is, now that I've got that bit there and that bit's perfect, this will be holding the battery up against here and drawing a line with a soluble marker for where the battery is, around about. And obviously I'm leaving a little gap between the battery and the actual pen mark itself, just to give it a little bit of a gap. Will you shut the fuck up? Give it a little bit of a gap. This thing has been going off for fucking ages. Every time. Beep, 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 beep. Fuck yeah. Get a hand. Yeah, so just leave a little bit of room between the marker and the actual battery, so you can have a little bit of room to play with when you're bending it. That's not gonna work, is it? Fuck, now I've got to find out how I can bend this. Okay, so now I just got that finished, and basically how it's gonna work is, the panel is gonna be here, it's gonna be bolted in, and how it's gonna work is, I'm just gonna be able to go off, bend that apart, and take out the battery, because it does basically just slide off. So again, there you go, just go off, slide that out, battery's out, can charge it up. This is still there in one piece. You can see it's still a little bit off, but that is, again, just to let that battery in. Because it's such a fit tight, it won't go in. So that's why I'm having it such a fit tight, because I'm going to be driving around quite badly, and there is going to be a bit at the bottom as well that's going to be welded in. But I'm going to be leaving a bit of space just so I can bend it out. So there will be a bit on the bottom like here, but I'll be leaving space here just so I can bend that back and take out the battery. Next on the list. This is grinding down the floor panel. Now the floor panel all looks amazing. All looks really, really good, except for one side, because I screwed up. Oh, the noise! It's angle grinder time! Fuck, do I get trusted near this shit? I'm a fucking dumbass and I'm a clumsy motherfucker. Why? Why? Angle grinder as well, when you're a dumbass like me, you don't notice your surroundings, so you catch fire to stuff, and yeah, stuff happens. So what I've got over here is bits of wood here. I'm gonna set it all up around here where there is flammable objects and flammable stuff like propane gas. But yeah, I'm just gonna go off, move everything that's plastic, move everything that's paper, move everything that's seriously flammable and could blow up and kill me, and grandparents also kill me. But yeah, just gonna be moving everything out of the way and shut up. Moving everything out of the way. Hopefully nothing will catch fire this time. Now, something that isn't apparent in my videos is safety, because I really seem like I don't give a crap about safety, which is kind of true to an extent. That involves my RCs. I don't care about safety for those, but for something like this, I do definitely care about safety. We always will have some sort of welder gloves, welding suit that I have. There's usually a welding helmet here somewhere, but I'm not going to use that, so I'm just going to use glasses. I would usually use something to cover my head as well, but I can't find it. So if I feel something on my head, I'm rubbing it off straight away, because that could be my hair going up. Always wear ear protection as well. I don't have an ace because I'm a dumbass, but yeah, I'm going to be deaf. Fun. For the next 3 years of my fucking life? Oh my god! Oh my god, my ears. Oh, seriously, wear fucking ear protection, because that is just sore as hell. Grind down the floor panel, grind down the rest of the axle. No, not the axle. Grind down the rest of the axle. I'm an idiot. Grind down the rest of the chassis, I think is what I meant to say. Yeah, I'm going to go off and start doing that. Now, actually, I've done a lot of the chassis grinding off camera, so there isn't really much to do on the chassis. So I think there's just like this little notch here. Bring the camera over. There's just this little notch here that needs to get rid of. There's some imperfections here. And this bit is unfortunately going to have to be grinded off. Because unfortunately as well, with what I'm doing, I'm not going to be able to use that because it's meant to be used for go-karts. This, unfortunately, by regulations of actual cars, this is a kit car that I'm basically doing. So, can't exactly say it's a go-kart anymore. Well, I'm still going to say it's a go-kart because it is a go-kart chassis. But just what I'm doing to the chassis does make it a kit car. That's all done and out of the way. Oh my god, I am so deaf after that. Jesus Christ. Now that's all done and out of the way. What I will be doing is using the jet thingamabobber to clean this off. And then I'm going to go off, clean the garage. That's the video for today, really. Again, I'm not going to go off and put you through the hell of cleaning this place. But I'm just going to go off, clean the go-kart, give it a good jet wash, and just try and get the paint off of it, because I want it to be absolutely silver. Just go back to bare metal, go over it with a primer, go over it with gold again. Then that should be really it, and then go over it with a clear coat so it'll protect it. Now finished, I done fuck all to the go-kart. Like, it's still got all the paint on it, nothing came off, so that was actually pretty good spray paint. But yeah, I'm going to get around to getting all the paint off. It was good to just give it a little clean, just let water run through some of the steering systems and stuff. So I'll let that dry out. I'm probably going to end up rusting it out, but oh well, I don't really care at the minute. I just want to get off all this paint, but I got so much done tonight. I got so much more than I thought I actually would do, because usually I'd be here for hours and hours and hours, and I'd only get like a couple of things done, so I got so much done tonight, which is amazing. So please hit the thumbs up if you like this video, the slightly screwed up thumbs up. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!